The Dragon and the Elephant, a global power struggle. India and China, two nations, ancient civilizations, now locked in a delicate dance of military might. We're talking about two of the world's largest populations, economies experiencing rapid growth, and a shared history that stretches back centuries. But there's tension, a rivalry fueled by ambition, and a desire for dominance in Asia and beyond. For both nations, military power isn't just about defense, it's about projecting strength, securing borders, and asserting influence on the global stage. Think of it like this: it's a high-stakes poker game, and both India and China are playing to win. Understanding their military capabilities is crucial, not just for these two nations, but for the entire world. The decisions made in Beijing and New Delhi have global repercussions. We're talking about trade routes, alliances, and the potential for conflict that could reshape the geopolitical landscape. In this analysis, we'll break down the military capabilities of India and China, examining their strengths, weaknesses, and the potential flashpoints that could ignite a conflict with global consequences. Sizing up a numbers game. When it comes to sheer manpower, China takes the lead. They have the largest standing army in the world, with over 2 million active personnel. India comes in a close second, with around 1.4 million active soldiers. That's a lot of boots on the ground. But it's not just about the number of soldiers. Both countries possess massive arsenals of military hardware. China boasts a larger air force, with over 3,200 aircraft, while India has around 2,100. China also holds a significant advantage in tanks, with over 5,000 compared to India's 4,000. On the seas, China's navy has been rapidly expanding. They now have more warships than the United States, including 3 aircraft carriers. India's navy is also stronger, with 2 aircraft carriers and a growing fleet of submarines. Beyond the numbers, technology and strategy. While China might have a numerical advantage in some areas, India has been strategically investing in advanced military technology. They've been acquiring cutting-edge fighter jets from countries like France and Russia, boosting their air power. India also has a strong track record in indigenous defense production. They've developed their own missiles, tanks, and even a nuclear-powered submarine. This homegrown approach gives India a degree of self-reliance that China is still working towards. Strategically, India and China have different approaches. India's military doctrine focuses on defending its borders, particularly against Pakistan. They've also been strengthening their naval presence in the Indian Ocean with a strategic alliance named Quad with United States, Japan, and Australia. China, on the other hand, has been more assertive in projecting its power, particularly in the South China Sea. They've been building artificial islands and military installations, raising concerns among their neighbors and the United States. Section 4. Border disputes and rising tensions. The Himalayan border between India and China has been a source of tension for decades. The two countries fought a brief but bloody war in 1962, and there have been numerous skirmishes and standoffs since then. In recent years, tensions have escalated. In 2020, a violent clash in the Galwan Valley resulted in the deaths of 20 Indian soldiers and around 40 Chinese casualties. This was the deadliest confrontation between the two countries in over 4 decades. Both sides have been reinforcing their military presence along the border, raising concerns about the potential for further escalation. These border disputes are not just about territory. They're about national pride, strategic advantage, and the balance of power in the region. Section 5. The future of power in Asia. The military rivalry between India and China is one of the most consequential geopolitical developments of our time. As both nations continue to modernize their armed forces, the stakes are only getting higher. The world is watching closely as these two giants jostle for position. The potential for miscalculation or unintended escalation is a real concern. Understanding the complexities of this military rivalry is crucial for anyone who wants to make sense of global politics. The decisions made in Beijing and New Delhi will have profound implications for the future of Asia and the world.